Hi, Max. We were talking earlier about interest versus commitment, and it brought to mind another concern that I have with regards to policies that organizations implement. And many times policy removes common sense. We've all been victims of silly policies, or at least ones that we thought were silly. Let me give you an example. I was in a hotel not that long ago, and when I checked in, they gave me a little card that entitled me to get a free breakfast the next morning. And on the little card there were three choices. The first choice was a continental choice, that's the cold choice. Then they had bacon and eggs, and the third choice were pancakes. Underneath each one was coffee or tea, and down at the bottom in very small print was a line that said absolutely no substitutions. I figured, well, that's the policy and I can make that decision the next morning. But then I got confused because I went into the bedroom, and in the bedroom was a letter from the general manager of the property welcoming me to his hotel. And in that letter it said that their goal was total customer satisfaction. In fact, the last line of the letter was the best because it said, "We will do whatever it takes to exceed your expectations." So when I went for breakfast the next morning, I took them both along. Now, you might be thinking, Max, that I'm the customer from hell. Well, I can be sometimes, but I said to the waitress, I said, "I'd like choice number 2, the bacon and eggs. I don't drink coffee or tea. I'd like a glass of milk." She said, "Sir, there are no substitutions." And I said, "It says here in this letter, you will do whatever it takes to exceed my expectations." And she looked at me with a blank look and said, "We hate that letter." And I said, "You know, I need to see the general manager." She said, "I'll get him." And she left, and she came back a few moments later and she said, "He's not in yet, but we've made an executive decision on our own, and you can have milk." So she broke the rules to satisfy the customer. Isn't that a radical idea? Now the question I've always posed to people is, who do they think then is the most important person in that hotel? Many people will think it was the waitress. No. Many people will say, well, then it was you, the guest. No. It's actually the keeper of the milk, because the keeper of the milk's policy supersedes the general manager's letter. So when policies replace common sense, what we do is we promote mediocrity rather than excellence. Just thought you'd like that example.